Oh my god, it's almost like I'm a professional. The clock is just about to take over to 1500 when the stream is meant to start, and the music ended, so I thought I'd better do some talking. Let me know, guys, in the voice, sorry, not in the voice, in the chat rather, if the voice balance is okay. Hopefully, not too much weird audio nonsense going on. And just whilst we wait for that confirmation to come through, let's have a quick rundown of the combos that are going to be selected today. We've got from 10 tenths, we've got the GT4s at Nürburgring Riedel, one of my favourite track layouts, and GT4s are slow enough to be close racing and fast enough to be a lot of fun. So let me know in chat as soon as you know that the audio balance is okay and you can hear me, guys. From AMSU, we've got the BMW M1 Pro Car Kylarmi 76. Sounds like an unusual combo, but my word, does it give some cracking racing as you squeeze down that start finish straight into turn 1, trying to find a way past having used the draft to get up to speed. Club 50 with the open wheelers, they've got the Formula Classic Gen 1 Adelaide Historic. And after that, we have KCSR with the LMP2 Gen 2 at Sebring. MVRC, they bring it all back together with the mini JCWs at Curvello. Cheers, G-Bear, Mugridge for the sound check. We'll quickly go through the rest of the list then. So, Noob Gamerz. Now, Noob Gamerz did have a guaranteed slot. They have elected to not take up that guaranteed slot, but they are still in the draw. So, there were 2 communities last year that didn't get their combo selected. And as a compensation for being unlucky, this year they had the option of having a guaranteed slot. Those communities were Noob Gamerz and NRT, and Nomad Racing Team, that is. And Noob Gamerz has said that they'd rather just be in the pool for the spin, as it were, so they haven't taken that guaranteed slot up. But they've got the Chevy C3R convertible at Spa 1970. And with RPM, we've got the Lambo Super Trofeo at Road Atlanta. RRC, that's Real Racing Club, Sim Racing Italia. They've got the Sprint cars at Velocita. Slipstream, they've got Stock Car 2019 at Watkins Glen. That's the short layout and also with the inner loop chicane. SRGP, we're back to the GT1s. Everybody loves GT1s at Le Mans 24 Hour. And we finished with some high power F1 with semi-slick racing, the Formula V12s at Buenos Aires 6S layout. That is going to be a technical combo if ever there was one. No driving edge at all on the Formula V12. So a real battle to keep that thing on track. But nonetheless, an exciting combo. Right, enough of my intro waffle. Let's roll that intro video, and then we'll get the spinner up on screen, the Wheel of Fortune, and start selecting those combos. Okay, there we have it, the Wheel of Fortune. Now, let me just see if I can put a little bit of background music on, not too loud to hopefully interfere with what I'm saying. Just let me some balance here. There we go. And we'll just press play on that. Hopefully, go to the next tune without too much clashing of me speaking and background music, but hopefully there's a bit of background in. Okay, yes, so you can see all the combos in there. So say there are 8 scoring rounds, so that's what we are selecting for. There are 11 communities on that spinning Wheel of Fortune. And let's say Nomad Racing Team, the Lucky Monkeys. They were unlucky last year, but they get a guaranteed combo this year. And their combo, in case you don't know what it is Ultimate GTR race. And that's at Termas de Rio Honda, which is a lovely wide track, so that will be a cracking combo. So NRT have got their combo guaranteed already. Right, so we have, as I say, 11 communities and 7 racing slots left to pick. So let's start that spin. I've been through the combos already. You've got, I think that equates to about 60-something% chance of being selected to sort of 40% or just under a chance of being unlucky. I'm hoping for a good mix. There's a couple of open wheels in there. I'm hoping at least one of those get mixed. Some fast stuff, some slow stuff, some new stuff, some old stuff. They're all cracking combos. So here we go. Who will be the first lucky community? Let's spin that wheel. Oh my god, you're going to think it's fixed. Yes, I might be the admin of AMS Unofficial. But there we go. AMS Unofficial is the first combo selected with the BMW M1 Pro Car at KCSR 76. Sorry guys for your stuff. Fix, cheat in the chat. I did run some tests to make sure everything was working beforehand, and on 3 of the 4 tests, AMSU didn't get picked. So yes, I guess it is what it is. Right, so that's the first combo. AMSU joins NRT with their guaranteed combo. Yeah, we'll spin the wheels now. So you can see, hopefully you can see on the screen, yeah, I can see it. On the right hand side there is the order of picking. So as I say, we now have essentially 2 combos chosen. We've got to have 7 in this list here because NRT are already on. Off we go again. Spin, spin, spin. Ooh, a little bit of Lamborghini Super Trofeo at Road Atlanta from RPMs. RPM League get lucky there. Well done, RPM League. And yeah, it's 2 nice combos chosen. I mean, they're all nice combos. I'm going to be saying nice combo to everything. Also, cheers guys for tuning in. I got 11 million, because obviously we're super popular. 11 million of you tuning into the stream. You've got there Softies, Tom, Jaffa, Johnny B, Michael Mugridge, Redacted from 10/10. Really nice to have you all here. I know it's work time for probably most of you, so it's nice to put a little bit of effort in. Come and tune in. And also, I can see there Johnny maybe alluding to the fact that RPM, well, Roy, who runs RPM, he is my co-admin. So what a cracking start. AMSU, who is the admin of AMS2CC, and RPM, which is the co-admin of the AMS2CC, have both got their combos chosen straight away. Honestly, I promise guys, it is random. You can see the URL up there. There's no way for me to fix this. I haven't weighted the options or anything like that. Anyway, here we go. Spin that wheel again. So we still have 5 more combos to pick. Let's see who's going to be lucky. Come on, let's get some F1 in there. We've got 2 tin tops, a little bit of F1. It's not my favourite, but I'd like to have a little bit of variety on there. Who have we got? Well, this certainly will give variety. MVRC! There they go, they get lucky. So this is going to add a real bit of close racing in there. The Mini JCW, we're going to be burning up those front tyres, trying not to light them up out the corners as we go round Cavello, a long layout. Congrats MVRC, well done there. So we've got 3 tin tops. That should weight it a little bit more now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 combos left, and 2 of those are open wheel. Let's hope we get, as I say, a bit of a mix up and get some open wheel. Here we go. Oh, is it going to be SSR? No, it's staying with SRGP. So again, we've got tin tops. Some historic action there with GT1s. Now, I think, well, I say I know, I'm trying to remember who ran the GT1s. I think RPM ran the GT1s in a championship a couple of months ago, and it was incredibly popular, one of the most popular championships that I've seen run at any of the communities that I work with. So yeah, I'm sure the GT1s will be very popular, and Le Mans 24-hour was not to like. Okay, 4 of the 7 combos chosen now, so 3 more left. We've got 10/10 of the GT4s at Nürburgring Vidal rather. We've got the Formula V12, some semi-slick race. We have the Stock Car 2019s from Slipstream. Real Racing Club Italia have the Sprint Car. New Gamerz have got the Chevy C3R. KCSR have the LMP2 Gen 2. And Club 50 have the Formula Classic Gen 2. Let's spin that wheel and choose another combo. Oh, here we go. The first bit of open wheel action. The Formula Classic Gen 1 at Adelaide Historic. I am quite a fan of the Formula Classics, to be honest, of open wheel races. I have a feeling they might be H-pattern shifting, and if it's H-pattern shifting, I like it. So hopefully I'm not wrong on that one. But Adelaide Historic, wow. Now that's going to be a tricky combo with those big curves and things like that. So yeah, some close racing. to be had there, and also trying to keep it out of the wall is probably going to be quite a priority there. Maybe a race of attrition, a bit like KCSR's race last year, which I'm not sure where they run at. Was it Long Beach they run at? And that might have been the GT ones at Long Beach, but I might be misremembering there. Johnny's in the chat, he'll no doubt update me on that or correct me on that one. But well done, Club 50, you've got the combo there. So how many have you got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 combos selected. 2 more to go. Here we go. Spinning again. Oh, bit of stock car racing from Slipstream. That's a stock car 2019. Now it's the Watkins Glen short lap, and they're using the inner loop. So that's the one with the chicane at the end of the back straight. Yeah, Slipstream there. Stock car 2019 at Watkins Glen short inner loop. So if I can add up to 6, which I think I can, using an extra finger from my second hand, that means we've only got 1 more combo to select. So as I say, it does mean as we've grown, the AMS2CC grown, it means that more communities are unlucky and don't get their combos selected. So what we've got left is 10/10 of the GT4 at Nürburgring Vedel. We've got the Formula V12. I'm just trying to see where they chose that. That's the Formula V12, and that was at Buenos Aires number 6. And that was semi-slick racing. Real Racing Club, Sim Racing Italia, they've got the sprint car at Velocita. Noob Gamerz, they have Spa 1970, a really nice combo from Noob Gamerz, Spa 1970, and that's with this Chevrolet Corvette convertible. That could well be a race of attrition. You drive the Spa 1970 layout flat out, then you are going to struggle to get to the end, basically, on the hours-long race. Then we've got KCSR, they're over on the left side there. They have got the LMP2 Gen 2s, that's Sebring, that's a real nice combo. And did I start off with the GT4s at Nürburgring Vedel with 10/10? I think I did. But one last bit to go. Cross your fingers if you're rooting for any of those teams. Let's spin that wheel. There we go, that brings the last combo in. So KCSR with the LMP2 Gen 2 at Sebring. So let's have a quick look at the combos. We've got the bit of old stuff with the BMW M1 Pro Car at Kailami. Modern stuff. This isn't the running order, by the way. Myself and Boy will decide a running order that splits everything up and makes it interesting, so we haven't got all super fast stuff at one end and all that sort of stuff. So this isn't the running order, but in order of selection we had the M1 Pro Car at Kailami, Super Trofeo at Atlanta, Mini JCWs at Cavello, GT1s at Le Mans, Formula Classic Gen 1s at Adelaide, Stock Car 2019 at Watkins Glen, and the LMP2 Gen 2s. We'll get there. Spit it out, Jim, at Sebring. Consolation, I think that's the right word. My consolations to Noob Gamerz, who didn't get selected. 10/10 of the GT4s at Nürburgring Vedel. Semi-slick racing, I'm really sorry for the Formula V12. I mean, it would have been a tough race, but I think pretty interesting one, trying to keep the Formula V12 on track. Would have rewarded safe driving, driving at 85-90% rather than flat out, I think, with points. So that could have been very interesting. And Real Racing Club, a sprint with the sprint car at Velocita. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. 17 million of you at the end there. Really appreciate that, guys. Myself and Roy will go and decide the running order. In terms of what happens next, so we've got the prologue coming up on the 27th. I really would hope we get at least 1 full server for that. I would love to run 2 full servers. That's 2 lots of 32, 64 drivers. So if you want to race, put your name down for the prologue. 4 drivers per team, as many reserves as you like. I will do my absolute best in the unlikely event that we get loads and loads of people board to get you all on a server. I doubt we'll fill 2 full servers. We will at least be filling 1, because one of the things I want to check is stability with a full server of 32. If it is unstable, obviously we can bring that back by quite a bit if we need to, but we want to know if we can run a full server. In that prologue, we're also testing out making sure those that are running VR have got their settings dialed in nicely, because we've got a day-night cycle and weather thrown in. So if you tone down your settings, then you're going to find out in that We're running the Opalas at Goanya, which is a really good combo. It's a very nice combo. Going to be heating out those left side tyres on the first corner. They'll be scorching hot, but it's a really nice combo. And the speed of the Opalas means that usually we get some great close racing, and it gets everybody used to driving close and fairly leaving space to race. Then we've got the after the prologue. We'll then obviously start into the season proper. So the next job for community admins is to start, if you've been lucky enough to be selected, is to go away and start thinking up the fine details of your combos. Whoever gets selected to run as round 1, I will be checking with the admins first of that community to make sure you're all set and ready to go, because some of you take longer to come up with all the details like weather, time, multipliers and all the rest. But yes, probably enough of my waffle. Get your names down, get in touch with your admins if you're not an admin yourself, and get your names down for the prologue on the 27th. It will be a lot of fun. It's not scoring, it gets everybody used to the whole process if they've not done it before, and means we get to test out 2 full servers. So yeah, we'll get the running order sorted as soon as we can, and get that published out there, and yeah, and we're pretty much at the stage of making the skin pack and signing up to the prologue and going and getting some fun in the AMS2CC 2025. Final thing to say is, before you all sign off, talked an awful lot for the last 20 minutes or so, is if you know anybody who might be interested in streaming, with broadcasting for us, so not driving, broadcasting with a little bit of commentary. It doesn't have to be super serious, we want it to be fun, and those external camera angles, people really enjoy watching those back after the race. I've got a couple of maybes, so it might be possible to get the streams done this year, but they're definitely only maybes at this stage. So it may be that all you get is myself and Roy's point of view on track, which is not the same to previous years where we've had a full broadcast. So if you know anybody that might be up for that, who's not so fussed about doing the racing, but up to just doing a stream, switching some cameras around and talking about what's going on track, then please do put their names forward, because we're not guaranteed, at this stage anyway, having the races streamed. Okay, enjoy the rest of your days, your evenings, your afternoons, whatever's left of them. Please go and enjoy them, and yeah, we'll see you on track in just about a week's time. Yeah, just over a week for some great races. Bye bye.